to the start and finish straight. So it's a very short, quick circuit. We'll stay on board with Chicken as he's the first one out, so he'll be the first one to get a score on the door. He's ran all 4 off there. Race director's gonna ping. Probably tell him to slow down. It was a bit of a scruffy first corner around Old Hall, going through the Avenue Dentons, through Cascades, which is this here. And then these particular corners just there don't really have one, but this is Knickerbrook. Nice little quick right-hander went on the Foster circuit, as you may have heard me say earlier, up through Clay Hill. You want to keep your car over to the right, cut across to the left, holding the left-hand line ready for Druids, which is a double right-hander. You want to stay on the left-hand side. Don't let the car drift out too much into the middle of the road as we're coming down into Lodge Corner. Very neatly done by Chicken. Oh, and he just runs wide. Invalid lap time. Invalid lap time. That would have been interesting to see how he would have done there. Lodge Corner now. And Sly doesn't improve, but Chicken does improve again, I believe. Nope, he didn't improve. Ignore that. Oh, it did look like Rabbit had some track limit issues as he comes up through the Deer Leap. Rabbit with a 105.6 with 28 seconds left of the session to go. So he has literally left that right end, and it looks like Blinky has had a bit of a spin out. He is doing incredibly well though, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be honest with you, he is doing incredibly well. And he's going the wrong way. Bish, if you want to go back to the pits, just press escape and then return to pits, because you might get disqualified otherwise.
Oh, sorry. For the last 20 seconds, I'll just...
No, this game is brutal. It will disqualify you for anything. Wouldn't it, Chicken?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So Rabbit comes across, finishes with 105.6. Sly is still going. Well, no, he's cruising, so that's the end. Good qualifying. Rabbit with 28 seconds left on the clock. Pips him for 105. I bet that really annoys Chicken, because he was in the lead pretty much for the whole of the qualifying session.
I got the fastest lap.
And it's go, but there was a jump start there.
Is my car not starting?
Oh no, Blade's got issues. Blademan has had a still start with Chicken jumping in second place, but he's ran wide. Senpai in third, Sly in fourth, Blinky in fifth, Nagato in sixth. Ah, there we go. Blade's finally got going. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That's going to really frustrate him, but he will just get his head down and crack on. Sounds like there's been a bit of an incident between Blinky and Nagato as they keep going. Senpai is up into second, followed by Sly. Chicken has dropped back a bit, so I believe Chicken probably got a little bit of a time penalty.
He's just got a drive-through already.
Yeah, there was a massive delay on the green light.
Yeah, Bish jumped the start a little bit. So, as it currently stands, Rabbit in P1, Senpai in P2, Sly Tycoon in P3, Chicken in P4. Bearing in mind, Chicken is quick around this circuit, so he just needs to keep it consistent. Nagato in P5, Blinky in P6, Blade in P7, which is very, very harsh on Blade. Very not nice at all. Blinky does have a drive-through, which he is attending now. There he goes, just taking his drive-through penalty. He did jump forward a bit, but there's Blade, man. Is this going to be a race straight after T1? Or has Blade got it? I think Blade's got it quite comfortably. Oh, Eating a bit too much curb there, but Blade is quick around the circuit. He will be okay. We will head back up to Senpai in P2 with Sly in P3. Now, consistently throughout the qualifying, Senpai was quicker. So this little battle here will be quite an interesting one to keep an eye on. Rab coming over 105.6, very close or similar, but Senpai's gone quick over 105.23. So Senpai currently with the fastest lap of the race. Oh, but he's made an error out of T1. Sly's currently got the inside into Cascades and takes P2, but Senpai with the little bit of a love tap on the back, he's able to get back on the inside through Knickerbrook. And they're going to be side by side going up Clay Hill. If Senpai can just keep that inside edge past Watertower and into Druids, which he has done. Oh no, he's just giving it back to Sly. But Senpai is hungry. He is so after getting that P2 back. He's got the inside line into Lodge Corner. He just can't outbrake himself. There we go, being patient there by Senpai. I think he feels that he is quicker around this circuit than Sly Tycoon. He just needs to be patient and wait for his opportunity. Oh, Sly has just gone off all four wheels, so he will get a race director asking him to slow down a little bit. Otherwise, he probably will get a penalty. Oh. Very late break in there by Senpai as they go through Knickerbrook. Sly and Senpai going up the hill. Chicken is suffering either with a bit of damage or he keeps on getting race director issues because he's dropped back 8 seconds over the past lap essentially. So he's certainly suffering with something. Blade is making up time. He's catching up with Senpai, Legato, sorry. And there goes Rabber. Slightly familiar scenes, but not so much of a 30-second gap. He's pulled a 4-second gap. He's just got to keep it consistent, keep it going, and see what he can do. Now there's a bit of a gap between Sly Tycoon and Senpai starting to develop now with almost a second gap between the two of them. So I think Senpai might just be over pressurizing himself a little bit here to catch up with Sly Tycoon. Oh, but Sly ran a little bit wide, but so has Senpai. Again, he's pushing so hard to try and keep up with Sly. But that time around, Sly Tycoon was quicker than Rab, hence why the 4-second gap's now down to a 3.8. Looks like Senpai's had a bit of a race director issue. So he's had to keep going now. Just he can't really afford to get a penalty around this circuit. But he's just got to keep his head down and keep it going. Let's go and take a look at Blinky. Bringing up the pack. He's doing really well. Bless him. Really well. All the drivers are very quiet, very focused. Oh, it looks like we're on to lap 7. And Blinky is already being caught up by Rab. Well, I say already, there is only 10 laps in this race. So the fact that Blinky's being caught up could cause some interesting situations. Looks like Blades had a few off tracks. Oulton Park is not the easiest of circuits. It's a fantastic circuit. It's a very fast circuit, but it certainly isn't easy. The corners can be quite deceptive, especially Lodge Corner. Very difficult braking zone. Difficult to know which gear in to be in. Car setup is quite important. And to get through Cascades, you've got to be very brave. You can go flat out through there, but you've really got to chuck the car right in and practically throw it sideways to make it through safely, nice and safely. It sounds like Nagato's had a bit of an issue, bit of an off. Blade has caught up a bit of time. But we'll go back on Rab. Rab has made it past Blinky. Bish. With ease by the looks of it. I think Bish is probably quite a nice little back marker to come across. There you go, flat out through there. Heavy on the brakes. Comes out a double right-hander, which, believe it or not, don't actually have any names. And up through Nickelbrook towards Clay Hill. And the infamous Druids Corners. Oh, it looks like Sly has lost a little bit of time there. Yep. Race Director is on him. Race Director is on them. Now it's... Oh! Bish is... Bish is not made that easy for Sly. But luckily Sly in the end does get through without too many issues. But we're on lap 9 now. Do I see the order changing? Not really. Martini, thank you ever so much for the follow there. Welcome. Welcome to round 5 of the TFRL Community Racing League. Hope you're doing well. It's highly appreciated. We're now on lap 9 of 10 at Oulton Park Fosters circuit. Robert's currently in the lead with a pretty demanding 7 seconds gap, to be fair, over Sly Tycoon. But what will make this incredibly interesting is that going into round 6, if my maths is correct, if it stays like this, Rabber and Sly Tycoon will be on the exact same points going into the last circuit, which is Knock Hill. Which could be eventful, put it that way. Could be eventful. So as it is lap 10, we'll go on board with Rabber, who is just coming up through Nickelbrook now. Up Clay Hill. Just got to keep this nice and tidy. Sly has lost a lot of time now. He lost about 2 seconds, so he must have hit a few of the bumpy curves. Senpai can't capitalise though as he's coming through Nickelbrook. Chicken's just gone through Cascades and into the double right-hander, and sadly just not able to stay as consistent as he did in qualifying. But coming round Lodge Corner and past Deer Leap is Rabber to take round 5. That's 2 rounds in a row. He's very happy with that by the looks of it. There's not many drivers that have won in the community league and just felt like they needed to drive up against the pit wall. That's he's quite clearly happy with that result there. Quite clearly. Sly Tycoon finishes it off in second. Senpai finishes it off in third. Chicken finished it off in fourth. After such a good qualifying session, I feel a little bit sorry for Chicken. You just need a bit of consistency. It looks like Race Control doomed Senpai. But did he manage to hold on to third? The interesting thing is how big was the gap towards the end? It was 15 seconds to Chicken. So depending on how bad Senpai's or Sly Tycoon's penalties were, he may have finished a little bit lower than we think. So there's your end result. To be fair, there was only a 1 second penalty for Sly Tycoon and a 3 second penalty for Senpai. Rabber is currently in the lead with 93 points, followed very closely by Sly Tycoon. So there's only 2 points in it. So essentially, whoever finishes in front in the next race between Rabber and Sly will take the Community Championship. Henry, who was unable to attend tonight, is still currently sat in third with 62. Senpai on 60. Chicken on 48. Blade on 31. King Sims with 24. Grumpy Squid with 22. Soroki with 18, and Blinky, bear in mind he's only done 2 races tonight, is on 16. So fantastic effort there, but realistically it is the race between Rabber and Sly that we're going to need to keep an eye on in round 6, the final round, the deciding factor of our little community championship. So it could be quite a good race. And as you can see, we are at Knock Hill Racing Circuit.